Thanks for staying with us. You're watching WION World is One. I'm Adya Juneja and this is Speed News. Let's start with all the stories making headlines today. US President Donald Trump said that he will demand that Iran must pay compensation for all of the people that they have killed and gravely wounded. Well, this as in response to Iran seeking compensation for the damages it has incurred from US and Israeli attacks. Now, Trump's social media post came after Iran said over the weekend that it was nearing a deal with Oman defining new shipping lanes between them through the Strait of Hormuz. But Iran also repeated that the US must meet conditions including compensation and an end to sanctions and military threats before the strategic waterway is reopened. Iranian President Pezeshkian said that the calculations of enemies of Iran based on artificial intelligence data, espionage networks, hired elements and their domestic proxies have been thwarted. But speaking at a conference at the University of Tehran, Pezeshkian underscored the exceptional foresight and prudence of killed leader of the Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, in managing the country. Well, he stressed that Iran's current stability and security are owed to the guidance of Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei. He also said that despite all the pressures and restrictions imposed by the enemies, the late leader's thinking, path and guidance have consistently served as a guiding light for the country. Recently released footage shows the damage at Yemen's Mocha port after an attack by Iran-backed Houthi rebels. The visuals showed damaged boats, warehouses and debris inside the port. Houthi rebels attacked the Red Sea port town controlled by government forces on Sunday, killing 7 and injuring 30 people. Yemen's defense ministry, which operates under its internationally recognized government, said 4 military personnel and 3 civilians were killed. Now, the attack on Mocha is the latest in one of the largest waves of Houthi strikes on Yemeni military positions and areas held by the Saudi-backed government since a 2022 truce. United Nations said that the personal envoy for Yemen warned over the weekend that the country faces a greater risk of renewed large-scale conflict. UN Deputy Spokesperson Farhan Haq told reporters that the Yemen envoy noted that the recent developments risk jeopardizing the gains of the truce, reflected in the relative calm that has held inside Yemen in recent years. At least 24 people were injured in Zaporizhzhia after a Russian glide bomb struck the city on Monday. Ukraine's State Emergency Service said in a statement on social media that a 6-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl were among the injured. State Emergency Service of Ukraine said that as a result of the attack, the roof of a 5-story building was damaged as well as multiple vehicles. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Monday issued a warning over further cooperation between Russia and North Korea in the war in Ukraine, where he claimed that Pyongyang was preparing to send an additional contingent and missiles to help Moscow. Well, Zelensky also stressed the more military experience North Korea gains in eastern Ukraine, the greater the danger will later be for Japan, South Korea, Philippines and other countries in the region. He also warned of further Ukrainian deep strikes on Russia territory, calling on Moscow to come to the negotiating table. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs has taken note of reports of Russian attacks across Ukraine that have killed and injured numerous civilians, including children, over the past 3 days. Well, the UN has noted that humanitarian operations have also been impacted. UN has stated that an attack in the city of Dnipro destroyed a World Health Organization warehouse containing medical supplies for frontline health facilities. Gaza remains in crisis as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday once again dismissed the deal announced by President Donald Trump last month. Netanyahu said Israel's military will not carry out any withdrawal until Hamas is genuinely disarmed. Well, Netanyahu told a cabinet meeting on Sunday that Israel rejects the 15-point document but is still discussing plans for Gaza with Washington. Now, Trump had said Israeli forces would withdraw as the Hamas militant group's disarmament is completed. Israeli forces control over half the Palestinian enclave of about 2 million people that has been largely destroyed. Well, there was no immediate White House comment on Netanyahu's statement. Search and rescue efforts are underway in western Colombia after the region was rocked by a powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake. Colombian president said at least 111 people had died in the earthquake. Monday's earthquake rattled 3 cities in the region and the surrounding regions as well, but around 1,600 buildings were reportedly damaged or collapsed, while families searched for missing loved ones over citizen-run websites set up to publish their information. By Monday night, 1,900 people had been reported missing. The Colombian president said that Bogota will act as a central base to control the rescue efforts in the areas affected by the 7.4 earthquake that hit western Colombia. He said that besides the Central Command Center in Bogota, there are other outposts in Armenia, Quibdó and Cali. Army engineers were deployed to Cali, one of the most affected cities, as part of the rescue efforts. Venezuela's acting president Delcy Rodriguez offered humanitarian and rescue assistance to neighboring Colombia, which is battling with widespread destruction after a powerful earthquake. Rodriguez said Venezuela was preparing humanitarian aid and had made members of its rescue brigade available to Colombia to help search for people trapped under the debris. She said additional rescue teams in Venezuela's western and Andean states were also ready to deploy if Colombian authorities gave the go-ahead. Japan's space agency launched a navigation satellite aboard its flagship H-3 rocket, while the H-3 lifted off from the Tanegashima Space Center on a southwestern Japanese island. The Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency said during a live stream of the launch. Its solid rocket boosters separated as planned, and the agency said the rocket was on course after liftoff. The World Health Organization said that the fastest growing Ebola outbreak on record began in the month of February, months before it was officially declared in mid-May. While the WHO Regional Director for Africa told a news conference that genetic sequencing indicated the outbreak's true start. Some early cases were wrongly attributed to malaria, typhoid, or a more common type of Ebola. While confirmed cases in the outbreak have reached 4,200, including more than 1,900 deaths, according to the latest government figures. Spain is preparing to witness a total solar eclipse on 12th of August. Daytime darkness will descend across the Iberian Peninsula close to sunset, along with silvers of Greenland and Iceland, as the sun, moon and earth align. Totality will last up to 2 minutes and 18 seconds, while this is being considered as a preview of an even longer eclipse next summer, a 6.5-minute eclipse that will sweep from Spain to North Africa and the West Asia.
Do you know?
Jharkhand BJP has called for a statewide bandh today, protesting the police action against students during the JPSC-JSSE protest in Ranchi on Monday, while visuals on your screen of burning tires surfaced from Harmu Chowk in the capital of Jharkhand. Earlier, opposition BJP accused the state government of treating the protesting students as criminals during their march to assembly yesterday. Former Indian captain Sourav Ganguly has approached the police after receiving several threatening letters over the past few months, including one that allegedly threatened to kill him and his wife, Donna Ganguly. Well, Ganguly, who is currently the president of the Cricket Association of Bengal, filed a written complaint at a police station in South Kolkata after his office received 2 letters on Monday. Ahead of the Independence Day celebrations in the national capital, Indian Army personnel rehearsed a 21-gun salute at Dangal Park near the Red Fort. National capital Delhi is under a massive security blanket with 15,000 to 20,000 personnel deployed around the historic Red Fort ahead of India's 80th Independence Day on 15th of August 2026. Intense flash floods in Jammu and Kashmir's Rajouri district have washed away vast stretches of fertile farmland, standing crops, livestock enclosures and vital local connectivity. Vital Circular Road has been washed away, which forced residents and commuters to use longer alternative routes. Italian firefighters battled wildfires in various parts of the northern Lombardy region. Firefighters said they used water-dropping airplanes and helicopters to put flames under control in mountainous areas, including around Lake Lecco. While much of Europe is enduring an intense stretch of hot weather, the heat has contributed to major wildfires, prolonged drought and new temperature records. As Italy was coping with its 4th heat wave of this summer, the water levels in its rivers and lakes dropped dramatically low. The Po River, which stretches across northern Italy, has hit its historically low levels. The drought was clearly visible at the confluence of Ticino and Po rivers near Pavia. Areas once covered by water got replaced with huge swatches of sandy drylands. Well, reportedly, trucks were bringing water to municipalities in the Piedmont and Lombardy as the regions ran out of drinking water. On to some business stories now. Asian markets traded mixed this morning. South Korea's Kospi is under pressure, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng and Australia's ASX 200 are edging higher. Japan's markets are closed for a holiday. Investor sentiment remains cautious as uncertainty over US-Iran discussions and the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz pushes oil prices higher. Technology stocks are also facing some selling pressure after weakness in US chip shares. Oil prices held near more than 1 week high on Tuesday as hopes waited for a US-Iran deal that could reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Well, Brent crude was almost flat, around $88 per barrel, while the US crude held a little above $82. Both benchmarks surged more than 5% on Monday after US President Donald Trump demanded compensation from Iran, complicating talks. Saudi Aramco also delayed the restart of its 400,000 barrel per day Jazan refinery to August 30th following the attacks. Meanwhile, oil flows through Hormuz fell to 3 million barrels per day last week from 4.4 million previously. Gold prices rose for a third straight session on Tuesday to hit a more than 2-month high as markets awaited US inflation data for clues on the Federal Reserve's rate outlook. Spot gold rose above $4,400 per ounce to its highest level since 5th of June, while US gold futures rose 1.2% to about $4,470. Weaker US jobs data has reduced expectations of a rate hike, boosting gold's appeal as lower rates reduce the opportunity cost of holding non-yielding bullion. Markets now wait US consumer and producer price data due this week. The dollar is holding firm in Asian trade as oil prices remained high amid continued uncertainty over US-Iran talks. The dollar index is near 99.8, while the yen remains weak around 159 to the dollar. Traders are watching crude prices, geopolitical developments, and foreign fund flows for the next market direction. On to some technology stories now. Meta has released a new open-way AI model called Muse Glimmer. The model is smaller than leading AI systems from rivals, but it is designed to run agentic tasks directly on a Mac or PC using a single graphics card. Well, that means Muse Glimmer can handle AI tasks locally without requiring the same level of cloud computing power as larger models. Meta says it has more Muse models in development, including the more advanced Muse Spark 1.2. Microsoft is reportedly planning to launch its new A300 AI chip this fall, with the announcement possibly coming as early as next month. According to the information, Microsoft is in talks with TSMC to secure production capacity for more than 3 lakh chips for delivery in 2027. The company wants to produce A300 at a much larger scale and reduce its dependence on NVIDIA's expensive AI chips. Microsoft is also reportedly trying to get major cloud customers, including Anthropic, to use its new AI chips. Google is adding Venmo as a new payment option on Google Play in the US, allowing users to pay for apps, games, add-ons, and other digital content. Users can connect their Venmo account and use its wallet, bank account, or linked cards to pay for subscriptions and even tip creators in some apps. Now, Google Play already supports payment options including PayPal, Cash App, and major credit and debit cards in the US. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is closing in on a deal to buy a stake in Premier League giants Liverpool Football Club. The world's third richest man is part of a consortium set to acquire roughly 1/3 of the club. According to Sky News, an announcement could come as early as this week. Current Liverpool owners Fenway Sports Group is preparing to announce the deal with the consortium led by Indian origin businessman Amit Bhatia, who is son-in-law of steel magnate Lakshmi Mittal. The group also includes Facebook co-founder Eduardo Severin. Well, the investment could reportedly value the club at approximately £4.4 billion, which is around $6 billion. US President Donald Trump has voiced his support for FIFA President Gianni Infantino. Well, Trump said that any move to remove him would be a terrible mistake. In a post on Truth Social, the US President said that Infantino is fantastic. He added that FIFA would not be profitable if Infantino is gone. The FIFA president has been facing a flurry of penalty kicks and yellow cards after he disallowed his own World Cup privatization plans. UEFA, AFC and CONCACAF have written a joint open letter to the football family, accusing Infantino of deception. Well, on to some updates from entertainment now. Stars including a heavily pregnant Anne Hathaway were among those who turned out in Los Angeles for the world premiere of the new sci-fi movie The End of Oak Street. Hathaway's co-star Ewan McGregor also posed for photographers on the red carpet. The End of Oak Street tells the tale of a 1980s suburban neighborhood which is uprooted by a mysterious cosmic event and transported to a location filled with prehistoric creatures, including dinosaurs, roaming free. Well, the movie is scheduled for release in the United States and the United Kingdom on 14th of August. Lauryn Hill and Wyclef Jean celebrated the 30th anniversary of the Fugees' album The Score in England. The duo performed classic hits including Fugila and Ready or Not at Hill's Diaspora Calling Festival, which was hosted by Dave Chappelle. The pair also performed their solo hits for the crowd of over 35,000 people. While the event held at the National Bowl stage was first conceived in 2016 in New York. Salman Khan and Sanjay Dutt are set to shine on the global stage in the high-octane action film Seven Dogs. The movie is releasing in Indian cinemas in Hindi and English on 21st of August. This groundbreaking project also stars actors Monica Bellucci and Giancarlo Esposito, while directed by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. Well, the film brings together talent from India, Egypt, Europe, Hollywood and West Asia. Ahead of the arrival of Krishnavataram Part 2, the makers have announced a theatrical re-release of Krishnavataram Part 1. Well, this re-release will offer audiences a chance to revisit the magical first chapter on the big screen before delving into the sequel. Directed by Hardik Gachar, the film earned approximately $4.5 million to $5 million. Zee Studios has unveiled the title of its ambitious action fantasy epic Indraputra. Directed by debutant Shrikant Popala, who previously contributed to the success of Kantara, the film will feature Kiran Abravaram in a powerful, never-before-seen avatar. Rooted in Indian mythology, this grand-scale project marks the first chapter of a larger mythological universe. Further ensemble cast details will be revealed soon. A.R. Rahman, the son of Academy Award-winning composer A.R. Rahman, sustained minor injuries in a car accident in Chennai. According to his sister, Khatija Rahman, Amin was in the passenger seat in a Porsche heading towards the airport when a cab allegedly jumped a red light and collided with their vehicle near the area. Both Amin and his friend, along with the passenger in the cab, received prompt medical attention. Local traffic police have registered a case of rash and negligent driving against the cab driver.